Hey, greetings, fellow Star Ocean fan. My name's BC, and welcome back to Alloy 7's complete playthrough Star Ocean 5 on the PlayStation 4. Very much looking forward to tonight or today's show, whenever you may be watching. It's nighttime for me. We're going to be linking up with an old friend of ours, someone who fans of the series will find a familiar face that's pleasant or maybe not so pleasant. For those of you that are new, just sit back, relax, and enjoy the ride. But the focus of tonight's show, friends, is crafting. We may have time to do one or two other things as well, but crafting is going to be the focal point, assuming our good friend here is going to let us do it. Let's see what happens. Here we go.
Perfect! This is exactly what I wanted! Now I can continue with the experiment.
Indeed.
I did it! Success! I'm now one step closer to becoming the creator of the all-time greatest items around!
Yep, she's still as crazy as she was
Thank
before.
you so much for your help. There's no way I could have ever done it without you. I knew you'd pull through for me. Yeah, no doubt about it. Keep it up, because I'm counting on you, assistant number one.
You have unlocked the compounding specialty, which is going to come in very handy. So this is Welch. For those of you that don't know, she is reprising her role from Star Ocean 3 and Star Ocean 4. She's also in Star Ocean 5, obviously, because that's what we're playing right now. What I'm hoping is going to happen is that, unlike Star Ocean 3, we don't need to be in a crafting house to craft. More like Star Ocean 1 and 2, we can just craft on a whim, if that's what we feel like doing. And no, my bad. I got to learn the skill first. Sorry. The game's yelling at me. Let's go to specialties, and then we have compounding. Let's unlock that. Delicious. And actually, let's go ahead and upgrade it as well. So let's pull out. Now I have access to creation, right? Excellent. Item creation is all we have access to. You can see there's synthesis, which we'll get to in a later video. Another crafting video we'll come back to, and augmentation. All things that are reminiscent of the old. All right, so we're going to be able to compound here. Do you wish to create the following item? No, I haven't done anything yet. So let's see. This wants to combine blueberries and nectar, right? This one wants to combine blackberries and nectar. And what I'm imagining is going to happen when you do blueberries and nectar is it's going to give you a blueberry potion, right? So let's go ahead and tell it, yes, we want to craft. What happens? We get a blueberry potion, and we get a trophy, just like we were talking about. We're trying to get all the trophies in this game. You've missed two because they were during a live stream, and once when I was just playing on my own. One was running away from a battle, very simple, obviously crafting my first item here, and then also doing a riposte move in combat. Let's go ahead and do blackberries and nectar, which is going to do a blackberry potion, which is just going to be a more potent form of the blackberries that we take in battle to restore MP versus the blueberries we take to restore HP. Let's see. Red fruit and green fruit. Let's see what they're going to give us. Hopefully something delicious. Mixed syrup, indeed. So I'm not sure how many. Okay, so we've got quite a few things we can craft here. Don't have enough earth gems, holy water, or empty bottles. Have to get some of those from town. That'll definitely be something we can easily pick up. Got spring water. Don't have any of that. I've been spending quite a bit of time traveling the map, coming up with items so that I could do some crafting. Like I said, so that I could do some crafting, but it looks like now that's about all we can do with the crafting system. I'm gonna go back in and talk to Welch, see if there's anything that we've missed. But so just more incentive to explore the world. Now I know there's been a lot of complaints. Here we go.
What do we have here? If it isn't old assistant number one, what timing? You'll be the perfect guinea pig. Food critic. Here, try this delicious juice recipe I've concocted. Don't be shy. It's got the Welch seal of approval, which is the best in the business. See the label? Go on now, down the hatch with it.
She knocked this dude out.
That's strange. It was downright ambrosial when I made it with fruit. Maybe there's a problem in the recipe? That has to be it. Hey, you there. You with all the frills. Congratulations! You're my second assistant. As your first duty, you can improve this juice recipe.
Hopefully I have the items already to undertake this quest and just knock it out. Like I said, I've been traveling the map, scouring to get items for hours. So hopefully I'll be able to just turn this in, right? She wants, I do not possess spring water. That sucks. I'm gonna have to go get some. That won't be hard though. Let's go get some spring water and bring it back to her. So it looks like we'll be able to do the creation and the cooking, which will be cool. I've spent about, I'm roughly 5 hours, a little over 5 hours into the game. About 2.5 hours has been dedicated to me just leveling, so I can show you. In a future episode, I'm actually gonna show you the leveling and development system in more detail now that I have enough currency. You can see those crystals up in the top center portion of the screen. We're gonna put those to good use with our skills. One of the things that I really want to praise Star Ocean 5 for, something that a lot of the critics, I don't hear the critics talking about it. Like I hear them, it's so weird. Like all the complaints about this game are, the story's bland. Yeah, okay, so is not, at least to me, 99% of role-playing game stories are bland. Now, I get that people can disagree with me on that, and that's fine. I could probably prove me wrong on that too. That's just my opinion. And then they're complaining about, certain idiosyncrasies with the combat, or the combat's not complicated enough, even though it has like a Tekken combo system built into it. But nobody's really talking about the staple of, to me, what makes Star Ocean, which is the leveling system. I've argued for years that Star Ocean games, at least 1 and 2, and hopefully they're gonna have the water I need. Yes, they will. Let's go ahead and buy it. I've argued that the Star Ocean 1 and 2 have the best leveling systems. Yes, purchase the, wait, what are we doing? Yes, leave the establishment, sorry. That Star Ocean 1 and 2 had the best leveling systems of any Japanese role-playing game in existence. And I would debate anybody on that. Star Ocean 3 got away from that. It was horrendous. Star Ocean 4 brought back some of the love, but it still wasn't quite as good as 1 and 2. Star Ocean 5 brings back what made 1 and 2 great, at least from what I've seen thus far. It works a little bit differently, but the principles of being able to customize so many different skills and abilities, it's unmatched. And it's not tedious, like it's fun. Just playing the game gives you the currency to level these things up. It's not like Xenoblade where you got to come up with different runes and gems and mix them up right in a machine, and hopefully it turns into the one you need. It's none of that. It's very straightforward. All right, got the drunk on creation. And hopefully she's going to teach us how to cook. We'll see though. So I don't say all that to say that the critics are wrong. They're entitled to their opinion. I just think critics are way too hard on Star Ocean every time a new one comes out, because it caters to me, and I'm a weird RPG player.
This assistant number 2? Your improved recipe? And you even brought me the ingredients? I knew I could count on you. Let me mix it right up.
This is terrifying. Oh, she's drinking it. Okay, that's good.
Great!
Where'd the cup go?
Refreshing and full body.
The cup just, is it floating in the air?
Comes around once every millennium. I knew I was right to entrust the homebody with a homey task, but don't think it's because I can't do stuff like that. No siree. Here, assistant number 1. I made another go at this whole juice thing. You'll love it this time, I guarantee.
I want to know where that cup went. So as you can see, fans of the series, Welch is just as obnoxious as she's been in previous titles. I'd say she might be a little bit less so thus far, but it's got the crazy music, her crazy antics. But she adds a little bit of comic relief, and he's going to pass out of it. Talk about, if she makes me run another errand, I'm going to start slapping people.
Something left over from an earlier experiment.
He should just get up and knock her out. Or at least I unlocked cooking. All right, so I've got the diamond, which means we've done everything we can with her at this point. Let's go ahead and go to creation. We're gonna fish. So yeah, this is very reminiscent of Star Ocean 1 and 2, except it's graphically represented instead of just in text. And you get all these things. You can see harvesting here. I've got to level 3, and you got to pay the SP currency to unlock these things, which is another great thing about Star Ocean, is that everything you do in the world, whether it's harvesting, fighting, or finding new treasures, gives you SP usually. So, and I guarantee, I really hope one of the SP items that's on this game is the one that gives you more XP in battle and more SP. And I used to always max that out first because it's really hard to. Like, I'd just grind for 5 hours and max that out. And so I'd always be getting more XP throughout the game. I'm hoping that's the case here too. But if it's not a big deal. But let's get out of here. Let's go do some cooking, man, now that we got our act together. Item creation. Now we have cooking. So we can cook. I don't have a roe, but I do have raw fish and lemon. Let's see what that turns into. Grilled fish, son. That'll come in handy, I imagine. So a couple things I need to pick up. Some of the harvesting I've been doing hasn't allowed me to get any access to these things here, but you can see how the cooking works. You can see just with L1, I always have to look at my PlayStation controller because I was an Xbox player for so long. It's L1 or R1 to be able to go back and forth between compounding, which is their normal crafting, and cooking. Cool with me. And now I can fish, apparently, which sounds good. Let's go back out. Let's see if she's going to do anything else for us, like synthesis. I'm not sure that she will, but just in case she does, I'd like to check it out. Let's go on back in to the domicile of Welch. Does she have a diamond over her head? Uh-oh. Looks like we're going to get some more loving.
Impeccable timing, as always. I need your professional opinion regarding a new field of research in which I've begun to dabble. It's something we simply can't do without in this age of the corrupt, mystical abominations, the war with Tracor, evildoers, and chaos. What's that saying? Axes speak louder than words. When faced with a deadly enemy, you need to make equally deadly weapons and armor. I want to give people the ability to do that in their homes. Comprende? And the fact that you're a master swordsman is written indelibly all over your face. It reads, I can swing a sword with the best of them. I mean, you would your face if you weren't a man who knows his way around a blade, right? So you'll do it for me?
All right, what does she want? That's the big question. Now, the interacting with the on-screen stuff is a little bit slower than it should be. Let's deliver 3 pieces of iron and 5 wooden sticks. Now, I have the iron for sure. I do not have the wooden sticks. I'm gonna have to figure out how to get that in order to unlock this type of crafting, as it were. Let's see if I can get it from the store. If not, we will, if we can't get it from the store, we will reconvene at another time during another crafting episode. I don't want to keep you guys here all night and day, especially not to watch me run around the world trying to harvest sticks. So if we can't do that, we'll postpone it to another episode. But like I said, so far, Star Ocean 5 is pretty much exactly what I've come to expect from the series. There's a couple changes that I think could have been handled a little bit better. I'll agree with the critics on that, but you know, I just think critics by and large are too hard on this game. That's just how I feel about it. I said the same exact thing about Star Ocean 4. I remember I saw all the reviews. It actually made me avoid buying it. And then eventually I was like, well, I should probably try it. I shouldn't just, because I've loved all the old Star Oceans except for 3. Like 3 was decent. It just had more challenges technically than it needed to have. But arguably it had the best story in the series. Some people would disagree because of a crazy plot twist, but frankly, I couldn't care less about the plot twist. I thought it was actually pretty cool. All right, let's talk to this dude. Do you have what yes, they got the wooden sticks, son. We're gonna be able to do this. And actually, let's go ahead and get one of each of these, because I think we can do some crafting with these as well. At least I'm sure it's gonna come in handy. I don't need 2, but fortunately I've stockpiled enough cash through, 3 hours of leveling basically to be able to have all this stuff. So got everything we need, let's ball. But like I said, Star Ocean 5 so far, it's fun. Will it unseat Star Ocean 2 as my favorite. I don't know. It might. Again, I'm 6 hours into the game. It's hard to say that. But what I go... So for those that this might be your first episode, you didn't really get to hear my bias. Like, what I look for in role-playing games is very much different than most role-playing gamers that I know or am friends with. Building, crafting, and power leveling characters is what I do. That's my whole thing in role-playing games. The story and the character development, that's cool if it's there and it's actually good, which 9 out of 10 times to me it's not. But everything I'm wanting to get out of this game so far is here. So, no complaints.
To professionals. If you want to know about weapons, ask a warrior. I'd ask myself, but I don't know a thing about fighting. Wait a second. Don't think you're the only one who has weapons, because I'm full of them. I've got smarts out the wazoo, looks to die for, and charm that'd melt your heart. In other words,
really,
if you and I work together, there's
all
nothing
that
we can't make. We'll be omnipotent. We'll have nothing to fear but fear itself. Exactly. Not so fast, mister. Don't let that go to your head. You may be assistant number 1, but you're still just an assistant. Remember that.
All right. Let's see what we unlocked. Oh, actually, oh no, we got the diamond, so we're done there. And so, by the way, what I mean by diamond, you see the private action jumping off the screen right there at the bottom, and then the diamond next to it. When the diamond is actually filled in like it is now, it means you've done everything you can in the private action, that you need to leave and come back or go somewhere else to kick off another one. If that diamond were empty, it would mean there's more for you to do. Just a side note there. Let's go to item creation. No. Remember, you got to unlock it first. Let's go to skills, specialties, smithery, excavation. All right, let's see what we're working with. Smithery. So I can get a weapon there. It looks like I'm probably... no, I can craft whatever that is. Let's see what it is. Looks like what I'm wearing. I mean, I could sell that though. That's pretty cool. Let's just double check. Yeah, that's definitely what I was wearing. It's even worse than what I have now. All right, let's go out and come back. Okay, so it would appear that we've done all we can with our good friend Welch at this point in terms of crafting. So we're going to go ahead and leave it right here. We'll come back on the next episode. We'll talk about the leveling system, go into a lot more detail, just to give you kind of a preview here, what we're going to show. With these skills, you can see these specialties that I've been learning. What's significant about the ones we didn't talk about tonight? How are we getting the currency to be able to actually unlock these? And then we'll also talk about roles and how we can set or also learn new roles. All these new roles here, we can also level our roles up, which is something that I will physically do and show you in the next episode. And then actually your battle skills, which I haven't got any new tomes to learn new battle skills because I'm literally still on the first part of the game, showcasing some of the basics in the beginning. So we'll talk about a little bit of that probably on the next episode. If not, we'll talk about it very soon. But I think that's the next episode we're going to do. So until next time, friends and Total One, thank you so much for watching. Be sure to subscribe here at Alloy7 so you can keep up with all things Star Ocean 5. Also got some dope Witcher 3 content. Got a surprise RPG. Hint, hint, we're going to be going into Gothic 1 and Gothic 2 probably at some point. So you definitely want to stick around. Check us out over on Let's Play StarOcean5.com. You can see the collaboration deal that we are doing with Square Enix to bring you this game. Again, I'm giving you my bias, but I'm also telling you objectively what's going on in the game. I want to be honest with you and make sure that if we do encourage you to get a game like this, it's what you actually want and it's something that you're going to enjoy. So until next time, friends, until all in one, my name's BC. You guys and ladies have been great. Love you guys. We're stronger than I, and I'll see you soon.